G'day yoga fam, welcome back to another practice. In today's practice, all you are going to need is yourself and your mat. So whenever you're ready, move into child's pose, where your knees go wide, your big toes touch, and you slowly start to sink your hips towards your heels. You can take some time to mindfully move your chest towards the earth, mindfully sinking your hips towards your heels. Then your chest can touch the earth here, your forehead may like to rest on the mat. Maybe you've got a block or a pillow. Maybe you raise yourself up a little bit. And in these first few moments of your practice, you settle. You come to your breath. You slow it down. Then you start to turn your gaze inward. You start to shine the light of awareness on your internal path. And on this path you may come along how you're feeling, how you're thinking, whether that be physically, energetically, how you're feeling emotionally, or whatever thoughts are present, whatever's coming up. So finding this closed off shape to move into that space of internal awareness. And just allowing the breath to guide you. Relaxing your shoulders, softening your brow. And take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, invite yourself to settle in your practice, whatever time of day it is. Slowly begin to walk your hands in towards your knees. Find some pressure into the fingertips. Pick the knees up, draw the legs towards one another, and find your Vajrasana, your kneeling position. From here, shoulders relax back and down. Slowly draw circles with your head and your neck. And just like the ticking hands of a clock, your head swivels around that center point of your spine. Reverse the direction of your circles. And just working into those areas of tension and those areas of stiffness. As you roll your head back to center, begin to find your fingertips once more. Shift your weight up onto your knees. Tuck your toes underneath. And shift your hips back towards your heels, coming into toes pose. Maybe you like to untuck those pinky toes. Just make sure they're getting involved in the process. And go tall through the spine. And even though this might be a challenging pose on your feet, on your toes, see if you can keep the breath smooth. See if you can be or find comfort in an uncomfortable place. And say, great mirroring of life, this pose. It's a bit of a struggle. It can get you feeling agitated. It can get you feeling a little bit sore, can stir up all these internal emotions, but can you use the breath in and out, slow it down? Can you allow the mind to be calm and potentially the body is calm? Let's remove ourselves from that nonsense, lean forward into the palms, untuck the toes, pitter-patter the feet onto the earth. And however you like, make your way through to a seated position. Have your heels just wider than hip width apart. And slowly begin to windshield wiper your knees left to right, right to left. Just working into internal and external rotation of the hips. Trying to keep the chest square towards the front of the mat. And it's only the legs and the hip that rolls over. Good. The next time you make it to your left hand side, pause there. We'll come into our figure 4. Begin to press off that back left hand. Place your right hand outside of the base of that left foot. Grow nice and tall. See how I'm square over my left leg. Take a deep inhale here. Then as you exhale, mindfully fold. You can go as deep as you like. You may like to touch your forehead onto the earth. You may like to touch your chest onto the earth. But for me, I use my right hand, I press into my left foot, I clamp it down, I pin that foot into that position, I square my back right hip forward and down, and I find when I'm in this position, I don't have to lean too far forward. That could be maybe my hips are mega tight, or maybe that's all I need today. So find your position and breathe there. In through the nose and out of the nose. Groovy. 2 options from here. You can keep your hands placed down onto the earth, or you may like to interlace the hands behind your back. We're going for those figure 4 raises and lowers, which will target and warm up our left glute. So take an inhale, grow tall, rise, shoulders back and down. As you exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. That's 2. Rise. Lower. 3. Rise. Lower. 4. Last one. Rise. Lower. That's 5. Rise on up. Whoo, out of that nonsense. Windshield wiper the legs. Right to left, left to right. I'm going to swap sides just so I face you when I do my right leg. And come into that right leg. Once again, square the chest over the right leg. Inhale, grow tall. And then exhale, find the depth that works. It's one of those things that's it's so good. It's so important about a home practice, whether you do it yourself or whether you follow along on YouTube. Could be me, could be someone else. Hopefully it's me. The best thing that I found with my personal home practice is I don't have to compare. I taught myself to move into the places and spaces that feel good. If a pose doesn't feel good for me, it's easy in your home practice to modify it, to have an easier version of the posture, or skip it altogether because you don't have that group think, that group pressure. Not that there is in yoga classes, it's just we put that on ourselves. So feel free in today's practice to modify, to pick and choose your poses, because you want this to feel good for yourself. You don't want your yoga practice to hurt too much. Obviously there are moments where you will sweat, you will struggle, but you know yourself whether you're pushing too far into pain or whether the poses are moving you into growth. Groovy. Whether your fingertips are on the earth, whether your hands are behind your back, sit up nice and tall first. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Lower. Rise. Lower. Rise. 2 more. Lower. Rise. 4. Last one. Move with control. Lower. And rise. Windshield wiper those legs from side to side. Then go ahead and make your way into your downward facing dog. Now, working from the foundation up, spread your fingertips wide, drive through the thumbs. External rotation through the lower arm, so through your forearms, try and spin your biceps towards the front of the mat. Spread your toes a little wider. Micro bend through the knees. Find length through the spine. Relax your head and your neck. And feel the strength in the foundation. Feel that even press between hands and feet. Between left hand, right foot, and right hand and left foot. You find the grounding. Now with an inhale, you float right heel to sky, find three-legged dog. As you exhale, mindfully step your right foot forward in between your hands, come onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen forward, gaze forward. Exhale, draw your hips back, right leg straightens, you fold. 4 more like this. Inhale, waves you forward. Exhale, drive back. Inhale. Long spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, shift back. Good. This time as you inhale, move forward. Plant through the palms. I don't know if you can hear that motorbike. I'm sure you heard that. As you inhale, find three-legged dog. As you exhale, right foot steps up outside of your right hand, lizard lunge. Good. Find your fingertips once more. Shift your weight back and forward. Maybe side to side. Really try and carve out some space in the hips. Good. From here, driving through your right foot, tucking the left toes underneath. Can you stand tall into a high lunge? Wider stance. Fingertips reach towards the sky. Drive through that back left heel. Notice the foundation, that wider base. Do you feel a little more stable? From here, right arm reaches back, left hand reaches forward, and you twizzle towards the right hand side. Keep driving through that back left heel. Good. Right fingertips find that back left leg. Slowly begin to straighten through your front right leg, bend through your back left leg as you reach your left arm towards the back right hand corner of the mat. Find a diagonal stretch here. Big stretch from your left hip flexor all the way up your left side body. Beautiful. Windmill the hands down towards the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel floats to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps up in between the hands. Find the fingertips. Inhale, reach your heart forward, lengthen. Exhale, draw back, soften. 4 more. Inhale, waves you forward. Sink the hips down, chest reaches forward. Exhale, press back. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach forward. Even weight through the feet. Exhale, drive back. Good. Shift the weight forward, plant the palms. Three-legged dog, left heel sweeps to sky. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps up outside of your left hand. Maybe you find the fingertips, maybe you're on your palms. Work through the hips, whether that's rocking forward and backwards or side to side. Steady breaths. Good. Set that back right foot up. Drive through the left foot and the right foot evenly. Find your modified high crescent lunge, your modified Anjaneyasana. sinking into that back right leg. Good. Left hand reaches back, right arm reaches forward, pivot towards the left side of the room. Now either stay here, or maybe your front left leg begins to straighten, your back right knee begins to bend as you reach the right arm overhead and that left hand all the way back for your right leg. Diagonal stretch. Steady gaze, hold your balance for 3, 2. On 1, we windmill the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale ripples you forward to your high plank. Feet press together, legs squeeze together, tuck the tailbone underneath. Pause here in your high plank, or if you'd like to move with me, move through a push up to lower and raise. And slowly lower down for 3, for 2. Pause in your low plank on 1. Untucking your toes as you inhale, find your back bend. Squeeze the glutes, shoulders draw onto the back body. Exhale, rolling over toes, downward facing dog. With an inhale, right heel sweeps the sky, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, right foot steps forward in between the palms. Drive high, Anjaneyasana, high crescent lunge. Foundation first, spread the toes. Drive through both feet evenly. Stack the right knee over the right ankle. Hips are square, tracking directly forward. Good. From here, slowly lower down. Left knee taps the earth. It doesn't land, it just taps. Drive to crescent lunge, Lower down, tap the knee. Press back up, crescent lunge. 2. One more with control. Slowly lower down. Drive, press tall. Right leg straightens. Left heel spins down. Warrior 2. Good. Work a little in and out here in that front right leg. And when you find that place to settle, right knee stacking over. Torso towards the left side of the room. And see if you can draw a line from the base of your seat all the way through the crown of your head and lengthen. Gaze over your right middle finger. Steady breaths. Right forearm finds your right thigh. Let it land lightly. Left arm sweeps towards the front of the room. Extended side angle pose. And you're trying to spin that bottom right rib all the way up towards the ceiling. Open your heart towards the heaven. Right knee still stacking over right ankle. And find that even pressure through both feet. Feel into the foundation. And from there the pose grows. Breaths. Of course, on cue, my mic pack falls off. Stay in your side angle pose. You've got this. Then from here, slowly rise to your warrior 2. Then as you inhale, that right leg straightens, keeping your chest facing the left side of the room. Lean forward with your chest first. Draw that left hip back. And from here, come into your Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Find the pressure through that right big toe. Micro bend through that right leg. Try not to lock it out. And drive through your back left heel. Relax, shoulders down. And once again, as you did in Warrior 2, can you lengthen from the base of your seat all the way out through the crown of your head. Find length in the spine, then pivot your chest towards the ceiling. 2 more breaths. Mic pack didn't fall off this time. Then gazing down, your left hand finds the earth. Create that base, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel floats to sky. Exhale, left foot steps up in between the hands. Inhale, you rise, high lunge. Hips are square. Left knee stacking over left ankle. And let's slowly lower down. Right knee taps. Drive to find your lunge. 1, stay deep in that left leg. Lower down. Drive to lunge. 2. Feel the work in that back right foot. 2. Slowly lower down. Drive up. 3. Then your left leg straightens. Right heel spins down. Virabhadrasana 2. Take a moment to set yourself up. Left knee stacks over left ankle, driving through the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Shoulders relax down. And feel as though you can reach your left fingertips a little further forward and reach your right fingertips a little further back. Then your left forearm finds left thigh. Right arm sweeps towards the front of the room. Turn your heart open. Find the length. And then find the rotation. If you can, stay deep in that left knee. Such a beautiful hip opener. It is one of my favorite poses. And taking that time to still be in your internal world. Turn that awareness in. Finding the comfort within the discomfort. Warrior 2, you slowly rise. And then as you inhale, that left leg straightens. Chest facing the right side of the room. Lean forward first, reach those left fingertips forward while drawing the right hip back. And then you fold down at that left hip crease whilst maintaining length, straightness, integrity through the spine. 6 breaths, yogis. Find your calm. Gazing down, right hand lands. Step back, downward facing dog. With an inhale, right heel floats to sky. With an exhale, pigeon pose, right leg comes forward and across the body. Sinking the right knee down, working the hips back. And once again, you may like to follow along with me, pinning that right foot with the left hand. Then I'll widen my right hand out a little more, creating a stable base. Working on that foundation first. And if I feel comfortable in this foundation, then I'll move forward. Knowing that if your chest touches the earth, brilliant, perfect, that's amazing. And if your chest doesn't touch the earth, brilliant, perfect, that's amazing too. Just honoring yourself here. Maybe taking a moment to have some gratitude for your body and the amazing things it can do. All the things that your body can do unconsciously, like breathe, beat your heart, eliminate any waste that comes into your body, fight sicknesses. Your body does so many things on its own accord just to keep you healthy, just to keep you alive. It is nice to give your body a little bit of love. Maybe whisper a little internal thank you. Now we're going to shift our weight over into our right hip. Swing our back left leg forward, whether you grab it with the hand or use the strength of your legs. Right foot comes into the inside of your left thigh. So begin to sit tall, turn yourself over that right leg, interlace the hands behind the head, take a deep inhale. Then as you exhale, side bend. Maybe your left elbow is tucking inside of that left knee as your right elbow reaches for the front of the room. Now if you can move deeper into this stretch, if you can keep your heart turning open towards the sky and reach that right arm forward to catch the left toes, go for it. Or if this is your stop-off point, just be here. Ground that right hip down into the earth and feel that beautiful stretch all up the right-hand side of the body. And slowly rise. We're going to move back where we came from. So shift that right foot forward. Pick up that front left leg. Swing it all the way around to the back of the room into your pigeon pose. And then step back. Downward facing dog. And if that was too tricky of a transition, don't stress. And with an inhale, we'll swap it over. Left leg floats. Exhale, left leg comes forward and across. Work yourself to whatever your pigeon pose looks like. And all I ask you to do here is follow the breath and find some version of calm. Just 3 more breaths. And gently you rise. Sink your weight into that left hip. Swing that right leg forward. Readjust the left foot so it's high in the inside of the thigh. Grow tall. Spin over the left leg. Interlace the hands behind the head. Inhale. And exhale, side bend. Keep trying to pivot, to turn your heart open towards the sky whilst maintaining that integrity through the spine. Don't slouch and hunch in. Always working towards stability through the spine, strength through the spine. If you can, try not to compromise that stability and strength in your practice and any time in life. You'll prevent a lot of injuries that way. Deepen if you'd like to. Stay here if that's working for you. And slowly you rise. Make your way back to our pigeon. Move that left leg forward. Swing that right leg all the way around. Woo. And then step back. Downward facing dog. If you'd like to move through one final vinyasa with me, go for it. If you want to chill in your downward facing dog, stay here. So deep inhale, wave forward. Skip the push-up, exhale, slowly lower. Untucking the toes. Back bend, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog, exhale. Now, however you like, step, hop, float. Make your way all the way through onto your bums. Then all the way down onto your back bodies. Laying down for your Shavasana. Your final resting pose. Allow your feet to fall open, to fall wide. Allow your palms to shine towards the ceiling, feeling the openness in your heart, feeling the spaciousness of your breath, the lightness of your body, and the calmness in your thoughts. My beautiful friends, this is where I leave you. If you'd like to lay for a couple of minutes, I highly recommend this. I thank you so much once again for allowing me into your homes and sharing your practice with me. Always remember, today is going to be a good day. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you.